Good morning, students and viewers. We are going to share some PowerPoint presentation related to Senior Inter Economics, the first chapter. The name of the chapter is Economic Growth and Economic Development. The progress of any economy depends upon the many aspects: the quality and quantity of labor force. So, quality depends upon training, skills, education, health, and quantity depends upon population. Availability of natural resources comes from the nature. Accumulation of capital, it is depends upon the capital formation. A sustained increase in the real capital in the form of machines, mechanical equipments, we can call it as capital formation or investment. And technological change and innovations. So technological means what? Updated technology, using the updated technology. And innovations means searching in new markets, new products, new type of designs, creativity in manufacturing and marketing. These are all called as innovations, not inventions. So before going to know the what is economic growth and economic development, so what is the situation at the time of world wars in developing countries and developed countries? The time period of First World War, June 28th, 1914, November 11th, 1918. Time period of Second World War, September 1st, 1939, September 1st, 1945. So before Second World War, economists focused more on the problems of Western countries, while many developed countries were participated in the First World War. So they were already industrially advanced, industrialized. So developed countries try to increase the growth rate and improve their standard of living in their economies and rebuild their economies, reconstruction their economies by the suggestions of the different kinds of models which were formulated by the economists. So according to the World Development Report, 18.5% of the world population living in the developed countries. So after the Second World War, the attention turned to the developing countries. There have been several attempts to analyze the persistent problems under development and find solutions for speedy and sustainable economic development. In this process, so many developmental theories and models were formulated by the economist Robert M.C. Namara, the former World Bank president. 40% of the developing countries did not benefit from the economic growth and structural changes during 1950 because they applied what the developed countries were formulated, what the developed countries are used. So 81.5% of the world population living in developing countries. Kyron Cross described the developing countries as the slums of the world economy. Just like slums means what? Low per capita income, high poverty and high unemployment in that countries. So developing countries like India make great effort to achieve tackle the problems of same problems what the developing countries are facing. That's called poverty, unemployment, inequalities in the country. Till 1960, the terms economic growth and economic development was used as synonymous. But economists like Hicks and Schumpeter made a distinction as a clear meaning explained by Schumpeter and Hicks between economic growth and economic development. It refers to increase in the real output of goods and services in an economy. It is measured the percentage rate of increase in the real GDP. It occurs when the growth rate of real output is more than the growth rate of population. So all the countries try to increase their output in one hand and reduce the growth rate of population on the other hand. And economic development related to quality of human life. So it is not related to growth rate and per capita income. The meaning of the economic development is broader than the economic growth. In 1970, redefined economic development in terms of economic welfare, in terms of satisfaction and basic needs of the people. and this is called as sociological change. It refers to the progressive changes in the socio-economic structure of the country. It includes qualitative and quantitative terms. So qualitative terms means what? Economic welfare, human development, institutional technological changes. And quantitative means what? Increasing the real per capita income, real national income. These are all also considered in economic development. So what are the definitions? Through these definitions we know the broader meaning of the economic development. C.P. Kinderberger, economic growth means more output. That economic development implies more output and changes in the technological institutional arrangement by which it is produced. Professor G.M. Meyer, economic development may be defined as a process whereby the real per capita income of the country increases over a long period of time. Here, Meyer emphasized that the real per capita income increases not 1 or 2 years. It is increases continuously 10 or 15 years. We can call it as economic development. Colin Clark, economic development simply an increase in the economic welfare. Welfare means what? Everybody assured with the basic needs, safe drinking water, health and education. Michael P. Todaro, economic development is a multi-dimensional process involving major changes in the social structure, popular attitudes and national institutions, as well as the acceleration of the economic growth and reduction of the inequality and eradication of absolute poverty. And another definition, United Nations Expert Committee, development concerns not only man's material needs but also the improvement of the social conditions of his life. Development is therefore not only economic growth plus changes in the social, cultural, institutional and economic. So these are what is the meaning of innovation? Innovation means it is a creation, development and implementation of a new product, process or service with the aim to improving the efficiency, effectiveness or competitive advantage. What is the meaning of institutional changes? Property rights, honesty government, political stability, dependable legal system and competitive and open markets. They create the right environment to allocate the scarce resources. Changes in the practices, beliefs, underlying values that shape behavior and actions growing out of changing the social and economic conditions in the society as a whole. A set of the accepted ideas. And what are the differences between economic growth and economic development? So already we know what is economic growth and what is economic development. So we can clearly know the differences. Economic growth refers to the increase in a real output of goods and services. But economic development refers to not only economic growth but also progressive changes. That's called progressive changes in the socio-economic structure. Overall changes, progressive changes. So what changes? Technological, institutional, infrastructural, these are all changes are required. So it is a single dimensional. It is only studies about only one dimension, that's called only output. It is a multi-dimensional, not only output but also a lot of changes are required. Institutional changes are required, technological changes are required, infrastructural changes are required, structural changes are required. So it is a narrow concept, it is a wider concept because many aspects included. It is mainly related to developed countries. So developed countries already institutional infrastructural changes already existed in that countries. So that's the reason they focused on the production. So it is related to developing countries like India and China. And it does not require the governmental intervention. In those in that countries, developed countries, so almost 80% people were rich. Most of the people are entrepreneurs. They already started different kinds of the companies. So the government intervention is very less in those countries. No need to government interventions because entrepreneurs are well skilled, well development is there. So that's the reason they increases the output according to their views and planning systems. So in the developing countries, but economic development is a possible intervention of the government is required. So without governmental intervention, it is not possible. Economic development is not possible because in our country, so the saving rate and per capita income rate is very, very low. So the government do maximum support to the development. because the people 20% or 30% people only able to invest the money, only invest the money only on profit making industries, not welfare making industries. So that's the reason government interference are required. So quantitative changes, it is a qualitative changes, already we discussed. So economic growth does not indicate distribution of income and wealth in the economy. Almost all income is correctly distributed in the developed countries. So in the economic development indicates the distribution of income and wealth. It indicates the distribution of income and wealth in the country. So in the developing countries, inequalities are more, haves and have-nots, rich becoming richer and poor becoming poorer. So national income is not distributed in an equal manner. So that's the reason government intervention is required. So the government is going to take right steps to distribute the income between poor and rich in an equal manner. And economic growth can be compared with the physical growth of a person. Physical growth means what? 15 years to 20 years. It's called as a man's age increases from 15 to 20 years. It's called as a physical growth. So along with the physical growth, mental growth is required. We can call it as economic development. So economic development is a overall improvement of a person. That's called physical as well as intellectual caliber, everything. It is considered in the economic development. And economic growth can be measured, but economic development cannot be measured because it is related to many aspects. It's very difficult to measure in terms of the financial matters. So this is the first chapter related to economic growth and economic development.